10 tips to make your cruise on the Norwegian Escape even more awesome. Starting with tip number 1. Be sure to use the interactive menu on your Stateroom TV to view reservations and your account balance. We found that the Wi-Fi and the app on board aren't that reliable, but the smart TV in our room really saved us, where we were able to look up our account balance, check for any incorrect charges, and you could go look at your vacation planner and see what excursions you have booked. You could see when you need to be at the restaurant for your dinner, and if you have special entertainment or shows booked, it also shows that. So use the smart TV in your room. It really comes in handy. What's tip number 2?
2 is have lunch or dinner at Food Republic.
Yum. Food Republic was awesome, right?
Yeah. You ordered a la carte, but you could order sushi or you could order.
They had all kinds of great food.
Yeah.
They had a lot of great sushi. Sushi chef working there right on duty, making them as you order it. My favorite thing was the ahi tuna nachos, which are really delicious. One of my favorite things I had on the whole cruise. They also have like Korean barbecue chicken, teriyaki, all kinds of great small plates for the most part, but really good food at Food Republic. So don't miss out on Food Republic.
Yeah, and the temptation is to order more food because you think it's small plates. But if you're ordering sushi, it's big plates of sushi.
A lot of food.
So we had a lot of food.
Okay, let's move on to tip number 3. Reserve admission to the Choir of Man. The Choir of Man is a great show, probably the best show I've ever seen on a cruise ship. Takes place in an English pub with singing, dancing, great storyline, and really a great message too. And I'm not saying I liked it just because they invited me on stage to grab a beer. Great show, Choir of Man. Definitely be sure to reserve it. In most cases, you can reserve it as early as 21 days before your cruise. So be sure to do that. What's tip number 4?
Tip number 4. Order cartons of water for your stateroom. You definitely want to do that. And we thought we had ordered too much, but it was just the right amount. And we didn't know that we could bring the water on our excursions too. That would have saved us some money too for drinks and stuff. But you learn as you go. But definitely order water because once you get on board the ship, it is really expensive.
Okay, tip number 5. When it comes to ports of call, and you're going to hit that forward elevator because you got to get off the ship at the forward elevators on deck 4, use the aft elevators. Go down to deck 5. Deck 5 will take you down to a much quieter area. The aft elevators are much quieter during these days, and you can just take the deck 5 all the way forward, go down 1 flight of stairs, and you're off the ship. Deck 5 on the days you're in port. Definitely want to do that. That'll save you a lot of time waiting for those elevators and dealing with the crowds. What is tip number 6?
Tip number 6 is skip Pincho's Tapas bar. The reason is that 1, the wait between the plates is really long. And then when you do get the plates, for the amount that you're paying for, is like 1 or 2 maybe bite size.
Yeah, like this is the you had this what called crab salad, blue crab salad.
Right.
You remember how much that cost?
That crab salad, that there is on a
little side plate on a little piece of bread with avocado. And how much was that?
That plate cost $11.
Yeah, $11 for that. And another example, I got the pork belly. And the pork belly, again, it's, I wish I put a fork next to this for reference, but this is a very small, almost like a cup holder size plate, a couple of bites, $8 for the pork belly.
Yeah.
So,
and see how small the pork belly is? It's like a quarter size.
It's very small. Okay, so what is tip number 7? Oh, I have tip number 7. Tip number 7 is if you're using the forward elevators, unlike the aft elevators, the 8 elevators work separately. There's 4 that work with one set of buttons, and the other 4 work with a second set of buttons. So you don't wait forever, hit both sets of buttons to go up or down. Otherwise, you might be sitting there waiting for a while on just 4 elevator options when there's really 8. So aft, it's cool. Don't have to worry about it. But forward elevators, beware. Two separate sets of elevators. What's
Right.
tip number 8?
Tip number 8 is take advantage of the waterfront.
Mm,
So the waterfront has all those restaurants and outdoor seating. And I know a lot of times people take advantage of the outdoor seating to play games with each other or
mhm,
just to lounge in the waterfront lounging chairs.
mhm,
So it's really great. It's usually quiet,
mhm.
so it's a great place to hang out.
Yeah, in the daytime, it's got a lot of good seating areas. Partly because the restaurants where you can have the alfresco dining at night, that seating's open. You go there and play cards, play a game, just sit and have a drink. And there's bars that are open day and night. And at nighttime, of course, it's an amazing view. Whether you're a porter in the sea
Right.
on deck 8, you can go there at nighttime too. And there's bars, a couple of different bars on one on each side. You can go there and order a drink and sit out and enjoy the sea air.
Yeah,
It's a great spot. The waterfront, it's a great feature on this class of ships.
exactly.
So, tip number 9 is to eat at Oceans. Take full advantage of Oceans complimentary food. They have great breakfast food, French toast that I loved. Of course, great breakfast classics like bacon and eggs, and a lot of delicious snacks and lunch type items. Like I really enjoyed the wings, and I
I
know we really both enjoyed
the pizza bites,
the pretzel bites.
pretzel bites,
Pretzel
yeah.
bites, those are really good too.
Yeah, with the nacho
Nacho,
cheese.
yep, and they also have nachos, I was gonna say, and burgers. A lot of great options at Oceans, and it's included in the price of your fare. We loved Oceans, and we think you will enjoy it
Oh
too.
yeah, it was so good.
Yep, we really enjoyed it. Be sure to take full advantage of Oceans. What is our tip number 10?
Tip number 10 is reward great service by filling out comment cards.
That's right.
So I was the comment queen on the cruise because I was filling out comment cards left and right. So every
That's
time
right.
we went to a restaurant or to the main dining room, I would fill out comment cards for our servers and staff.
Yep. And you just drop those off by like guest services,
Hmm.
and uh, like other cruise lines, they'll ask you in a survey at the end of the cruise if you want to name any particular cruise members that helped out. But this is a great way to do it and remember their names while you're on the cruise and give them some extra recognition. And we heard from a couple crew members that it really does help them. It makes a difference in promotions and how they get reviewed. So if you
Yeah,
want to help them out, you want to thank a great crew member, that's a great thing to do.
exactly.
So that was our 10 tips for the Norwegian Escape.
Mhm.
If you enjoyed this, be sure to give us a like, and if you haven't done so yet, be sure to subscribe. It doesn't cost anything; it's just a way to follow us, so you don't miss our future cruise videos.